Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Passes short and sharp. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, sweet feet. And here's Mohamed Salah. He's free, he has got space. Can he stop it going out? Deftly away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Hazard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? This time, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Ibrahimovic. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more.
Great chance! Mohamed Salah finds himself offside. Rafael Varane, still goalless at the moment. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rice. Ibrahimovic. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now he's off and running. Wirtz. He's had it taken off him. Bellingham. And that could set him on his way. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This for the lead. Just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
England have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Hazard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
England clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's Hazard! Well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's taking no chances there. And it's Chouameni. Out towards the flank. And he's quick to return it. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bellingham. Oh, this is a very good run. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Azar. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's cut it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
England clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's picked it up out wide. Bellingham.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Azar.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Wirtz. Wirtz! He's beaten the... What a wonderful goal! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Vietnam have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal.
Currently being displayed on the screen.
So there was the first half.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Vietnam are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And so the action is resumed. Rice. It's a pretty loose pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Wirtz. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was not a chance! And that's a tidy finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expert, it's Ibrahimovic! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There's the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Just one goal in it now. Game on. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Tries a shot! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, and he shoots! And a neat finish. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Vietnam now in a position for... He's had a shot! And that's in! Right back in the game! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
For England, number 22.
England choosing to make the first change. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. England really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Rice, a probing pass. That's an excellent interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now then, the ball's come loose. Could move up a gear here. And it's Bellingham. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Tries to get it clear. He is just caressing the ball. He's chosen to go back.
He had nobody else to help out there. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Azar. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
75 minutes played.
Might want to be careful there.
It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution for England, number 20, Mohamed Salah. Number 15, Soboslai. Number 6, Hakimi.
Adeyemi.
Coming on the field,
Let's Yildiz.
number 10,
He's had it nicked away.
Number 27,
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rafael Varane. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Always onto this. And he's managed to get free. Yildiz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Knocks it into space.
Vietnam nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Bellingham. Now it's Yildiz. He's got away. That'll be a corner. Vietnam get their fourth corner.
They've played it short.
And here's Yildiz. Oh, that's nice. Mendes gets a foot in here. Mendes defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vieira. And it's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is through here. Mbappe! And it's in! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved.
And that's it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days.
Towering header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. Pelé.
Great vision. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Rice, and here's Ibrahimovic. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Looking for a run-up. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. That's going to go a long way. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Ibrahimovic can be a real threat inside the box. Vietnam are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. This looks promising. Oh, great leap! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Kyle Walker.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Rice. Wits! Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. England really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chouameni. Wits. That's a good foray he's making. And it's Rice. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Wits. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele, driving forward. Oh, super find. Ibrahimovic. He is through here. Hakimi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Kyle Walker. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chouameni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chouameni proves too strong. Rice.
England have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Varane gets across to intercept that. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Now it's Rice, and this is Ibrahimovic. Varane gets across, and the referee has blown for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And a quick
to
reminder
review the
today
first
to please
half.
take
Well,
all
simply
the other
put,
bins
Peter,
located
they
by
haven't
the
been
entrance
good enough
gates.
to trouble
Thank
the
you very
opposition.
much for your
They
cooperation.
need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Rice. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that could set him on his way. And he's picked it up out wide. Showing good feet. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Vietnam clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. Pele currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now that looks a decent ball. Hakimi providing an outlet on that flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vinicius Junior. And still we await the first breakthrough. And it's Hakimi. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Vinz. Well, played right into his path. That is good alertness. Well read, nice interception. Pass somewhat off target. Hakimi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. It's a pretty loose pass. Mohamed Salah! Brilliant! Brilliant! Mohamed Salah! A finish of true class!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
After 69 minutes is number 20, Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Substitution for England, number 9, Ibrahimovic.
So
Number
changes
6,
afoot here, and from both
Hakimi.
sides.
Number 14,
So we have the first goal.
Vinicius
Well, when the
Junior.
going gets tough, etc.,
Number 22,
they can still turn this round, I think.
Number 11, Bellingham.
Rice, quality
Coming on
ball.
the field,
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Sheshko.
Your impression
Number
so far,
3,
Jim?
Well,
William
there really isn't
Saliba.
enough happening up front,
Number
Peter. They
41,
just haven't been afforded
Rice.
much by way of
Number
creating
8,
chances.
Judas.
They must start showing
Number
some bite.
39,
Oh,
William
strongly
Saliba.
challenged there.
Substitution in progress.
Bellingham running at top gear. Mbappe gets a good foot in there. Short changes him with that pass. Half an hour gone in the second half. That's really well manoeuvred.
Vietnam really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Kyle Walker. And here's Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Time is running out here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Mohamed Salah. Thuram. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham. Here's Chouameni. That is ended up in no man's land. Yildiz. Oh, what a mistake! Well, there's the clearance. Rice. Bellingham. Now it's Thuram. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Vietnam really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
2 added minutes
That
has been indicated.
cut short. 2 minutes to be added on.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that is as far as it goes. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Binz, and that is headed for the middle. And now the breakaway. Short changes him with that pass. Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession.
That's
here.
good play from him.
Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hakimi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Ibrahimovic. He is through here. Played in with purpose. No, that's been dealt with. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Nice sequence of passes, this. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Look at the space here. Mohamed Salah was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hakimi. This is a promising build-up. Hakimi. Mohamed Salah. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's rising! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This is their second corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. Hazard. That's going across. Oh, good line! And that was very necessary. Played over towards the opposite flank. Neither side yet able to find the net. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. Tries to play it through. Bellingham is in a really good position out wide.
England definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Bellingham. Hakimi. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that is one way to stop him. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Always onto this. And this is Pele. Bellingham. A probing pass. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Kyle Walker. And back to the keeper they go. That's Thuram. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Driving on and making good progress. He has found the way through. Varane defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away. Pele with the cross. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looking for the run.
There's indecision all around. They have to do a bit better than that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Hazard. Now that looks a decent ball. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. Mohamed Salah. And it's Bellingham. And Mendes. Shifted upfield. Knocks it out wide. Vinicius Junior has it in a wide position. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Mendes. Good ball, good take. That's a cute ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Just eases him off the ball. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Bellingham. Now he's got space here. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's found a way through. Takes aim and crosses. Tries to get it clear.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's put paid to the danger. What a throw in.
Substitution for England. Number 9, Ibrahimovic. Number 20, Mohamed
Very
Salah.
little to report from an
Number
attacking
14,
perspective. Jim, it's a
Vinicius
cagey old
Junior.
game.
Yes,
Coming on the
0-0
field,
and little promise of a
number
goal
30,
due to the shot-shy
Shishko.
nature of this contest,
Number
but
10,
I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Substitution in progress.
Yildiz proves just a little bit too strong.
Substitution for England. Number 22, Hazard. Coming on
Walker.
to replace him is
There's the
number
delivery.
8, Yildiz.
Varane with the clearance.
Substitutions taking place.
And that has been cleared. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pinches it off him. Vinicius Junior needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Looking for a runner. And he plays one through. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Barella. Yildiz. He's shifting through the gears here. Ball comes in.
Substitution for England. Number 6.
So changes of foot here,
Hakimi.
and from both sides.
Coming on the field is number 13, Marcos Llorente.
And the shot!
Substitution.
Superb from Yildiz! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Yildiz.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
Vietnam have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough,
Takes a shot!
well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Nicked it back promptly. And that is well cleared. Thuram. Yildiz.
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shishko! Threads one in. That is ended up in no man's land. Thuram cuts out the pass. Adeyemi. Vietnam, moments now away from seeing this one out. And they can counter here. Bellingham. And he's being shifted off it. Vieira. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Vinicius Junior. He stands tall and strong.
Vietnam nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the return pass. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Vieira. And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's picked his way through. Thuram. And that is as far as it goes. Vietnam have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Yildiz claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
For our charity fund.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Vietnam effectively played like two different teams. Pretty placid before the break, but looked much more up for it after half-time. Eventually, those efforts were rewarded. There's a lot of positives to take from that.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.